Guys, when RussianBadger releases a new video, it is like the bat signal that goes straight to my phone. I get notified right away, right? I never even did anything. This is purely the algorithm. Google's AI just knows that when RussianBadger puts out something new, I am there like Batman. Guys, it's Paul. You know who I am. Let's get into Battlefield 2042.
What, I got a gun to your head?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. After like...
Dude, Battlefield 2042, I'm just going to point this out, has dropped so much money on getting streamers to play their game, review it, right? I've seen Dr. Disrespect doing it, everybody is talking about this, and they must have dropped. Even Moist Critical, right, who I didn't even know streamed games at all, is out there reviewing Battlefield 2042. Obviously, EA is just spending coin like it's going out of style. But let's see, is this game any good?
Somebody's in his house right now with a 50
The computer can't drink the kind of whippersnapper in the horror movie to say, hey.
I mean, maybe Russian's just reviewing it because it's the hot thing, but I hope he got paid. He deserves it, right? That mocap suit wasn't cheap.
Guys, you're gonna want to take a look at this instead of just saying what the problem is. You did not just say Drake the type of whippersnapper.
Commentary is just funny.
You did not. He could have done it anywhere else. Chick-fil-A is sacred. Wow.
Drake basically is a whippersnapper, right? 32 years old, or 34 or whatever. Just gives me some man-child vibes sometimes, man. Pretended his kid didn't exist for like 3 years. Like, damn, dude, your kid exists.
Wow, this video
Didn't even do anything about it until another rapper called him out on it, right? That's the level of, like, man-childing that Drake is up to.
on the beta took me so long that the full game is already out. I don't know how I feel about that. 2042 is finally here, and I can just feel the positivity flowing through my veins.
Yeah, this thing sucks. I keep having to fucking move my mouse.
Fucking game just all what the fuck?
And there's gotta be something wrong with my
Man, there's a lot of different tactical gear, right? Obviously, you've got all white gangster pilot in the Arctic camis. You've got that, which looks like maybe this guy on our left is rocking a Marine Marpat. Also has a coyote tan, almost call it coyote. Coyote tan, that's kind of iconic to the core.
brain. Maybe I've just heard too many fart sound effects with bass boosted reverb that it's finally giving me brain damage. I'm whipping a 4 and I can't whip no beetle.
Okay, this is just weird, all right? Because this guy looks like maybe some sort of medic or combine soldier, but crucially, he has a gas mask on, but he also has a tank of some sort, a pressurized tank that's not connected to anything. It looks like a scuba tank, but unlike a scuba tank that's connected to a rebreather, this is not connected to anything. That tank is just for something else. He's gonna just like drop it into the shark's mouth or something.
Shut up. Did you actually use that as a punchline? Is that a punchline?
That was
so
on purpose. I just
perfectly
put it on the soundboard at the exact moment.
I crushed that guy to that sound. The last sound that dude heard was that fart reverb. Because everything I've heard about 2042 is unpolished this, broken that, canceling my pre-order, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just out here like, are you guys smoking crack? This game is amazing. You can keep all that negativity to yourself. I'm gonna be whipping drive-bys with half the retirement home. All these old-ass ladies trying to get in my damn car. What year is it?
This is what it's like to be in a retirement home in Florida. Heavenly, your character is so old. Backshots probably sound like the skeletons from Minecraft.
Jesus.
Hey, how was Battlefield 2042? Oh, I beat the shit out of an old woman that was trying to hit me with a Carl Gustav. But it's so damn buggy, Badger. Oh, so like every Battlefield beta since 2011? Do you remember the worm guy?
Okay. Shout out to this dude's neck. Also rocking Marpat, Desert Marpat. And he has a lot of neck. It's a lot of neck. But, you know, we've seen this in Arma, and Arma's like almost 10 years old.
I'm old enough to remember the worm guy. This is not a joke. This is not a meme. I loved every bit of the beta, and to give you context, my computer literally burst into flames while playing the beta. And we're not talking, oh man, my graphics card's getting a little hot, or ooh-wee, you could fry an egg on my CPU. We're talking an explosion on my motherboard with
I want to see this.
flames coming out of the back of my case like it's a
If he didn't take a video of this, he has lost a tremendous opportunity for high-quality original content.
Honda Civic and a Fast and Furious movie. My computer transformed from a gaming PC into a gaming oven while playing this beta, and I still had a blast, and I can't wait to tell you why in this video.
Just got my transcript back. What the fuck is armor-piercing English?
Let me start by thanking World of Tanks for
He means, okay, for those of you that aren't in the US, he's joking because it says AP English or Advanced Placement English. It's meant as a sort of scheme to take a college-level course that's recognized for credit by colleges while still in high school. It's actually a pretty good deal if you use it to graduate early, though if you're like me and the government was paying for your college, you just spend your last semester taking like Taekwondo for idiots and ceramics.
Sponsoring and making this whole thing possible, because when my PC click-clacked itself, I not only had to replace my motherboard, power supply, case, and cooler, but I also had to scramble to buy a temporary PC so I could keep recording the limited time beta. Shout out to Seattle Built PCs for delivering in less than 24 hours, by the way.
Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna point this out. I mean, one, that sounds like the most legitimate business expense I've ever heard of. But two, shout out to Badger for dropping some coin. I can't even afford a GPU, right? No one can. I can barely afford a used Prius, right? He's out here getting rush delivered, custom built PCs.
And I was able to get all that shit done and still make this video a reality thanks to World of Tanks. I am just blown away by their support. I've got a full video planned for next month where I'll be whipping just one of their 550 plus tanks, just like this one, which I may not know the name of, but I definitely know it's never getting a parking ticket. It's free to play, free to win, and I've already got 11 videos of me slapping the opposition into oblivion if you want to see what I'm talking about. Oh, bullseye! Get in on all this armor-piercing, metal-busting, tank-on-tank action via the link below with code BADGER, and you'll get yourself
Yeah. You know, listen, same people that made World of Warships, they sponsored me, you know, just I'll play some World of Tanks. Want me to do a World of Tanks video? Just you know, let a veteran know.
a huge bonus that they let me choose, by the way, which is why I'll hook you up with a Dicker Max. Yeah, that Tier 6 Dicker Max. 250,000 credits, 7 days premium access, along with a Tiger 131, Cromwell B, and T-3485M as rental tanks for 10 battles each. Do me a solid and check it out below. It's always a great time, and round of applause for the World of Tanks people for just being kick-ass. Your support is insane, and next month is going to be a blast. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. With that fire
Okay, all right.
extinguished, explain yourself.
So, okay, now I'm even more surprised because this is not sponsored by EA. This means this is his legit review. He legitimately thinks this beta is good. Okay.
Tell me why you think 2042 is good. Tell me if it really makes you feel like spice.
In defense of the negative Nancy's, it was a buggy mess. There's no arguing against that. From tiny bugs that were so harmless, it was just another thing to laugh at. He's coming back. Oh, what did that jet just do?
Space program.
What is this? What was that guy doing? To bugs that were admittedly a little more egregious, more in the what the fuck am I looking at category. Yo, wait a minute. I don't think this is supposed.
Okay, here's the thing, man. If you guys played on my Fallout 4 stream, I had this crap happen to me. I clipped in the middle of a wall. Like, listen, if they fix it, I give them credit. If you fix your stuff within, like, at this point, you know, look, okay. I grew up in the 90s, where if Nintendo shipped you an N64, when that thing hit the shelves, it had to be perfect. It had to be perfect. Because there was no patching anything. There was no waiting for the next release date. There might even never be a sequel, right? There was no Super Mario 64 2. That was it. Mario's Adventures on the N64 like began with that flagship game. So to me, like, I grew up in the era where like a premium game can't be like that. It's got to be polished to perfection. And at this point, this isn't how games are made, right? You give somebody a beta. One, you can't complain at all if you're in a beta. This is what the beta is. You're the final stage bug tester, right? Your job is to run into these bugs and tell them about it. That's what you get in exchange for this early access. Now, if a game has been out for less than a year, okay, you should have most of the bugs polished out and the gameplay should be solid. If it's been out for more than a year and you still have all these wackadoo bugs, dude, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I stopped playing Fallout 4, man. Total waste of my time. Just like, and when the commenters like, you have to download 4 different mods to get it to run, like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to download and install third-party software to make my AAA game studio, like, game of the year 5-star edition run properly on my machine, which is not a slouch, though it's no Russian Badger.
To happen, where am I going? I don't think this.
All this to say, right, it's like Tarkov, right? I don't even care. I don't even listen to the critics of Tarkov. And I because they're like, it's a beta. And I get it. When the game has like 200,000 concurrent players, this is like 2-3 years ago when it was big. When it has like 200,000 concurrent players and you're still calling it a beta, you're just like, and you're selling the beta early access for $49.99. Guys, we all know what this is. I respect the fact that you're like, this isn't the finished product, but the entire game has gone through like a life cycle, right?
This is supposed to be happening.
Bro, it's a feature. Oh, on my screen, you're just sitting there.
I think we can have a little bit of a difference in opinion. I do not feel like I am standing still.
To bugs that straight up just need to be features. I mean, if I busted moves this fresh every time I got shot in the face, I would be begging for the sweet release of death.
All right, that's just breakdancing. That's just some unincorporated breakdancing mocap that they added.
Along with netcode and lagginess that was almost always awful. There were a couple times where I queued into servers that weren't fully populated yet where it was smooth.
This server feels great. Like this server, like the hit reg and everything else, the netcode feels fantastic. Like every other server just sucks.
I mean, if Battlefield 2042 has no campaign, there's no story element, like, all you have to do is make these multiplayer environments.
This game lives and dies by what server you queue into. But when 128 players fill a server, it is rough. Nearly every time you kill somebody, it feels delayed. And half the rounds you fire, no matter if it's bullets, tank shells, or rockets, seem to zip right through people like they're ghosts.
I can already feel this netcode fucking sucks. Gotta show this guy what's good. How? I felt like that phased right through her.
Oh, wow. It literally did.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
What the bugs?
Love it. Loving Metal Gear Solid 5 reference. That's a game I should play on stream, man. There's so many games I should like stream and play that it would be so much fun that I just don't have a chance to, man. I'm too busy.
Netcode and virtually all other criticism
My job.
of 2042 makes me think one thought. I don't care. I don't care. I've been playing Battlefield since 2008, and EA hasn't delivered a polished launch product since early 2010 with Bad Company 2, which has very little relation to modern Battlefields that are so radically different. Maybe I'm just a jaded piece of shit, but after thousands of hours across 7 Battlefield games, bugs, shitty netcode, and a general feeling of being unfinished is just Battlefield to me. That's just what Battlefield is.
I mean, that sort of breaks my heart that people, it's like being like, yeah, I remember 10 years ago, food used to not be moldy, but now you're like, I know the grocer who sells the least moldy food. You're like, no, that's not how expectations should go, right? This is progress, man. Imagine telling you 12 years ago where you're just like, this is as polished as a game will ever be debuted. And your brain is just like, what are you talking about, man? Computers are going to get better. Games are going to be a bigger industry, more developers. And yet somehow they keep making worse games.
Now, especially on launch. No matter the cause, whether it be the limitations of the Frostbite game engine, the development decisions by DICE, or the tyrannical demands of the publisher EA, I don't give a fuck. If it's fun, I'll play it. Oh, you bet your sweet ass I'm gonna play it. If it's not, I'll uninstall that shit and go play something else, because there is no shortage of incredible games nowadays, and whining to a $40 billion corporation is a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah, that's a fact, dude. That's a fact. EA is too big to care. And if this game is profitable in its dirtbag state, then you know what? They've done their job. They have produced value for shareholders. And did you know it is technically, though it's loosely interpreted, technically it is illegal. It is a violation of contract for a company to not operate solely in the interest of their shareholders.
And you know what? 2042 is a fucking blast, because no matter how shitty the negatives are, they are dwarfed by the positives. The remainder of this video is basically a journal of how much I was pissing myself during the whole experience, with enough fun-filled maniacal laughter to make my jaw sore.
I'm finna whip this.
Yo, don't get in my head. Don't give me a second. Get his ass, fellas. Yeah, motherfucker. Holy shit.
Hey, bro, we going off again.
Oh, what? Wait. I did not sign up for this.
I really thought we landed there, bro. The wheels hit the ground.
We don't need these anymore, so I'ma just get these out of the way. First of all, the future is wild. Like diesel trucks, we got electric trucks now. M4s, we got M5s now. Trigicon red dots, nah, we got Wi-Fi connected, Bluetooth enabled red dots with 8 trillion megapixel cameras that I'm pretty sure auto post to TikTok. I'm not saying they turned your boomer ass 45 into a 46, but in the year 2042, anything is possible.
I'm whipping a 4 and I can't whip no beetle. Do not play the fart sound effect as I take a man's life.
Badger, some of the sites have a fucking Wi-Fi connection, all right?
You know, instead of M4s, there's M5s. That
Hey, now I'm just going to point this out, that's one possibility of the battlefield of 2042, right? And that's what, the U.S. is sort of counting on, the ultra high-tech battlefield of the future. But here's the thing, GPS only works if you have GPS satellites. If, say, an adversary blows them up, that GPS didn't help you none, right? Same with your Wi-Fi signal. It only works if the Wi-Fi towers are up. You know, does your AT&T phone work when you're more than like 2 floors under your building? Okay, what's gonna happen if, you know, they're blowing up the cell phone towers, right? Or the drones giving you cell service, or you just hack them, right? If you can hack a phone or a site, right, you can absolutely create a vulnerability there. And that's the thing that sort of bothers me about everybody, is we're all like, oh, gee whiz, the wired world of the future. But like, when you talk to people, you're just like, everything you automate it can be a liability just as much as it is an asset. Here's a classic example, right? Recently, I'm going to say last year, 2 years ago, the largest hack in the United States happened. Universal Hospital Systems, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, had all of its files encrypted. Now remember what all of files entails. That includes all patient medical records. So for thousands of patients, their medical records, their x-rays, their CAT scans, their medical history was locked up by a bunch of Rush people. And so what can you do? Well, you saved a lot of money by automating all those systems, but you also created a liability, right? And yeah, sure, the money you saved by never having any backup systems of any kind, I'm sure you saved a lot of money. Did it cost you more than that, you know, unhacking, unscrewing that cyber attack? Probably. Did they pay the ransom? I don't know. But I'm sure paying the ransom would have been worthwhile. Certainly cheaper than having to divert to the paper backup systems that they definitely didn't have. But the point of all this is that if you Wi-Fi enable your stupid scope, you're counting on the fact that your Wi-Fi signal is going to have integrity, which it's not, right?
That's hysterical. Finally, Nakaka. Why do you carry 45? Because they don't make a 46. Guess again, motherfucker.
Only your megapixels could help you now, buddy.
The sheer chaotic scale of 2042 is something I've never seen in Battlefield before. You don't really get how gigantic things are until you've been tossed around by that raging tornado.
I am so high, you do not understand how high I am right now.
You have no fucking clue.
All right, here we go, fellas. Here comes the tornado. We're gonna ramp
Get
into
some
it,
sick
too.
air.
Oh my god! Okay. Here we go.
Okay, I get it. This is not realistic on probably a number of levels, but it looks pretty dope, actually. You know what else had a tornado? Super Mario 64. You get caught in those water spouts and sort of kicked up off the map.
Oh shit! That rocket just exploded. Oh, we're going, Heavenly. We're going. We're going. Oh, stuck the landing.
That was a fucking tray flip.
SpaceX, no rocket, yo.
It's not just
That was Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 you'd be racking up the points on that.
the map either, because it's 128 players per server now with crossplay enabled. I know a bunch of you are about to scream AI bots, AI bots, AI bots, and that's true. There are sometimes AI bots to fill out the 128 slots, and the servers definitely take a performance hit when there are 128 human players, but I'ma keep it a buck yet again. I don't give a fuck. With the combination of the server lag, console players connected with PC players, and the strange phenomenon of bots playing like humans and humans playing like bots, the AI didn't sour my experience at all, and I couldn't tell which was which most of the time until I saw the kill feed.
I don't care. I'm running these fuckers over.
I'm
running them over. Yeah, baby. Oh.
2 AI.
Those are AI.
It says AI in
That's
the game.
Al.
in the
That's
kill
Al.
feed.
Shut your fucking mouth. Oh boy, here I go killing artificial intelligence. Oh, that guy was a real person. Sorry, that was a real.
I mean, they're passing the Turing test, man. Before you know it, they'll be tweeting you, right? They'll be on your Tinder. They're gonna be like, you'll know they're fake because they respond to your messages.
Dude, that was.
That's getting married to a real human being. Definitely took a tremendous source of annoyance out of my life that I never have to download a dating app again.
Definitely granddad on the Xbox, bro.
Even if you're unimpressed by the massive scale of 2042 on a technical level, I was most impressed by the feeling of never having a dull moment. Just when I started talking shit about a lull in my excitement, the game would immediately smack me in the lips with more action.
I'm backing up out of here. This doesn't seem cinematic enough.
At the club.
Wow.
That guy threw a frag grenade from the roof.
Of the building.
From the roof.
I don't even know. So a frag usually has a 5-second timer. Also, that's looking like, I'm just going to point this out, the modern version of TF2 Scout, right? He's got the headset, he's got the cap, he's got his little mic. Does he have a shotgun? He may have a shotgun, right? I'm seeing TF2 Scout, right? If he can double jump off of that, then we'll be done.
The size of shit isn't the only big change either, because specialists are a thing now. Oh man, I said the specialists were call the fucking cops.
Don't move a muscle.
All right, drop down. The conflict between people that love specialists and people that hate specialists is more heated than Bingus households versus Floppa households. There's
Bingus and Floppa? Dude, I'm so out of touch.
no middle ground, and there is no compromise in sight.
This is like when people will be at each other's throats over who's better. What is it, Floppa or Bingus, right?
I'm gonna be honest. You know,
What is Floppa and Bingus?
I like Jello. He's an alright guy.
But
This is so fucking stupid. I would.
What happened to Strungo?
No,
look at
Struggo's
the-
good too. Bingus should get caught inside of a live telephone wire. I don't know. There's something about it. Like, Bingus should be destroyed. Taken off the face of the earth. Reduced to atoms.
Specialists are the replacement of the class system in previous games, and the easiest way to think about it, more freedom, less identity. In previous games, if you saw an engineer, you knew he was blowing bad shit up and making sure the good shit kept running with his rocket launcher and repair tools.
Grease monkey! This thing's falling apart!
If you saw a recon, he probably had a sniper rifle and was spotting you and your squad with all of his motion mines and recon equipment.
Signal transmitting, 5x5.
2042 does not have each player's side.
I don't know what 5x5 is. I think it's an old way of describing a signal clarity, like clarity and connection or something. I don't think anybody uses it as anything other than a euphemism. I really don't. I've never heard someone say something was 5x5.
Siloed in that way, because each specialist does have a unique active and passive ability, like the Spider-Man grappling hook and increased movement speed while aiming on this dude named McKay.
Almost got me. Get up here, get up here.
But that's it. That's where his specialty ends. Everything else in his loadout is open season. He could be running any gun under the sun, whether it's a sniper rifle, an assault rifle, an SMG, a shotgun, or even a big-ass LMG. Usually that's just a support class thing, but not anymore.
God damn it. Just die already. These are armor piercing. Why can't they pierce you?
Same goes for gadgets. The rocket launcher is not just an engineer thing, it's now an anybody thing. Seeing a recon bush monster running around with a Carl Gustav may be a cursed image to veteran Battlefield players, but that's just 2042.
I mean, that sort of makes sense. I mean, if you're going to set up a support by fire position with a, rocket launcher, yeah, why not be in a ghillie suit? You want to be camouflaged.
Instead of what normal people do, just call them bars.
Oh, I hit his ass! Oh, man! That is cash money.
Anybody can run a rocket launcher. Anybody can run C4. Anybody can run health kits, ammo boxes, repair tools. You get what I'm saying now. More freedom, less identity. Personally, I don't hate it, but it feels much less like Battlefield, because the clear division between classes, how siloed they used to be, made teamwork a huge priority. Every class had specific strengths that were multiplied when you combine them in the right way. This guy's blowing up vehicles, this guy's giving out ammo, this guy's keeping people alive, and this guy's letting you know where the bad guys are.
Enemy on your ass!
2042 still has some of this, like Bush Monster Recon head ass over here still has a drone for spotting bad guys, and his chest lights up red when bad guys get close, but he could be blowing up vehicles, he can be giving out ammo, he can be reviving somebody, and you get it now. More freedom, less identity. It is a seriously hot topic, but all things considered, I still had a ton of fun with it, and I'm not gonna go crazy and have an aneurysm over guns and gadgets.
Oh, come on. Is this even really it can't be a milsim game if you don't go completely bananas over guns and gadgets.
We should just stick crazy motherfuckers in this feed.
I mean, here's the thing with the Battlefield in 40 years in the future. 20 years in the future, man, who knows? Who knows what they're gonna have?
See, they'll straighten them out real quick.
I mean, people make their best guesses, but like reality gets a vote, right?
That's right. I hope you guys watching the stream weren't expecting anything different.
And this freedom I keep talking about even extends to your weapon attachments, because picking all of the tactical shit you want to throw in your guns at the spawn menu is a thing of the past. In 2042, you simply hit the T button while in game and boom, swap any of your attachments on the fly. We're talking scopes, we're talking ammo types, we're talking barrel attachments. You can even swap your grip out for an underbarrel grenade launcher in the middle of a game. This is cursed, but this is awesome.
Yeah, it's 100% cursed. Yeah. Again, no gee whiz wave of the future is going to let you carry around all of your attachments in a backpack and then stick them on and off. Like, you gotta zero your weapon, man. I mean, I get it. Playability, fun, that's what this is really about.
Let me,
But the real veteran in me is just like, you have to zero it all.
fragmentation launcher, count me in. Let me hit
I
you
got
with a damn
it.
grenade launcher. Hell yes, brother, that's what I was looking for. Okay, watch me drop down and get his ass.
But I'll be honest, I didn't use it that much because I got so attached to the satisfaction of blowing someone's head off with the iron sights on a 44 Magnum that I didn't really need that dumbass T-button.
Good.
So, okay, I have a theory that I really want to try out. Maybe after I move and as the weather gets better. I want to get like an M4 with good iron sights and a decent red dot sight, and I want to actually do some tactical shooting. I want to see which sight, how much quantitatively the difference is between red dot sight and iron sights. How much faster can you acquire targets? How much more accurately can you shoot from standing, kneeling, and supported? Right? I want the data. I want to actually see, because like sights are a pain, or rather, sights are essential, but like advanced optics are kind of a pain. They require batteries. They don't always keep their zero. Right? Iron sights are easy. They're simple. They're straightforward.
Good. That's one less loose end.
44 Magnum, just wait. I'm gonna execute Squirrel Master like the little nugget he is. With a 44 Magnum sending you straight to hell. Oh my god. Oh, double kill.
I just love how you can rock body armor, and Kevlar body armor will stop a 44 Magnum. And yet, they one-shots people in the torso.
Yes, I got him! I'm cracked! Oh, I am cracked!
We had Squidward being like, future!
Oh, there's a guy right there. I hit that guy. I just killed that guy! Yeah! Fuck you, buddy! You're out of here!
One's on the roof, he jumped out.
Oh, I'm following him. I'm not letting you
he's
get
jumping.
away. I'm gonna execute you with a 44 Magnum, you piece of shit. Yeah!
Okay, that was wild. That was just wild.
Got his ass! Yeah, buddy. Oh, he's got a buddy. Watch me one-tap this asshole.
Oh, there's just a ton of enemies on the roof now.
I'm going to a wall.
Oh, cameraman.
No! No! No way!
Okay, that was pretty dope, honestly.
I'll always be a sucker for one-hit kills, and 2042 has all kinds of satisfying options. The only one better than the 44 Magnum has to be the Gustav.
Somebody else driving. Somebody else driving.
Here, let me go to you.
Alright, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Okay, that was dope.
Badger, that was literally fucking illegal what you did.
Go.
What the fuck? I was
You know where,
watching
like,
from
you
the-
quick aim? I just hip-fired it, and he was still pulling that bitch out, and
What the fuck type of Jason Bourne moment was that? That was disgusting.
Heavenly kept telling me not to use the Gustav on infantry because the splash damage sucks, but what do I care about splash damage? This is an anti-tank weapon. If an enemy's in range, I'm gonna hit that motherfucker directly.
I think the best part is crossbow.
Are you kidding me, Heavenly? I just nailed that dude. What are you talking about? The recoilless rifle is bad. Can I please just call it a Gustav too? Sir, see, this is just...
I mean, this is just wild. I say this as someone who played Soldier in TF2 a lot, or plays. Yeah, those are really precision hits.
just fine against infantry. You just gotta hit him right in the chest plate and he'll explode. Sir,
Literally got me
sir, again, got his ass again.
No.
Oh my word! That guy got it in the kneecaps. Ouch.
I was
Sir, oh, that's a double kill with the
This is just impressive. I mean, I get it. You play for like 50 hours, you're gonna get some highlight reel finishes.
rocket
push,
launcher.
push it, push it,
Alright. I'm gonna open this up and blast it away. It didn't even explode. I just killed a senior citizen with a direct impact. Tack on the ability to kill people with backblast and
Yeah, normal. Oh, okay, that's interesting. You can kill people with backblast, but just want to point out that when you shoot, these sort of like mortars or rockets or whatever, this is a logical consequence of there's a minimum arming distance, right, for the safety of the shooter, so that it doesn't blow up inside of, say, a shipping container. But that thing is still a blunt object moving really fast. It'll still like mess you up.
this is a dream come true. Don't even get me started about the bug that lets you fire 2 rockets at once. All right, let's do the backblast. Run up to somebody. Turn around. Got him! I got him! It works! It 100% works. Okay. Yes, it worked! That was perfect.
Got a hit
yes.
marker on that guy.
Yes.
I forgot you can shoot 2 rockets if you do it fast enough.
Wait, backblast! Oh, I shot 2 rockets? I shot 2 rockets and didn't kill anybody with a double backblast? What the fuck? For a different flavor of explosives, C4 is yet another satisfying insta-kill. Only it's C5 now. Remember?
C5. Okay.
Remember that whole +1 thing from the start of the video, which apparently gives it 25% more bang per boom or something? I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist. I just hit the charts.
Yo, we on C5 now? We got
are on
C5 explosives?
upgraded.
I'll throw it on you. Drive into somebody. Hit the switch! Tell me.
That's a tank.
Oh, it worked! Oh my god!
Okay, I love the realistic explosion. You can actually see the like ripple through the air and then the actual like oxygenated fiery explosion.
I just got a triple. C5 time, big boy. All right! Let's see if this can get me any kills.
That's what we would call danger close, by the way. You want to put some distance between you and C4.
Run towards the C4. Run towards it. Run.
I think it hit grouses.
All that's realistic.
Yes! I blew him up! Get in that. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog. Dare you. Watch this happen. I'm a god.
Yeah, those are pretty good plays.
Okay, go. Anyone. I'll let you go.
Go.
Yeah!
Okay, that is also cool. That's a technique used actually in a lot of modern irregular conflicts in like Syria or Ukraine. The improvised drone plus explosive weapon combo is pretty frequently used.
He got his ass just before I went down.
Got his
Oh,
ass.
hell yeah. Watch this blind C5.
Charge is ready.
Yeah, buddy. Double kill. You gonna work? Alright!
But what was my favorite weapon in this modern age of cutting-edge futuristic technology where even the dogs are firing machine guns?
What is the dog doing?
What the dog doing? Defending his country.
Yo, what's the dog doing? He's floating in the air. He's still, what the
Wow.
dog doing?
Truck. It's all about the truck. Because initially I was whipping the Lat-V just to explore the entirety of the map and soak in the scale, but turning the whole game into Twisted Metal 3 was a killer strategy.
Yo, we're tanking this dude. We're not.
Damn.
I got a double kill. I got everybody in the other vehicle. I was approaching him and I just thought, there's no way this guy's just as dumb as I am. No, don't steal it from me, you ass. Shit! What did I just see? Oh my god, I was like,
I mean, it's sort of interesting to me because these look like they are like ATVs, sort of like the what do I call them? Not the rock crawlers, like sand, like dune buggies, kind of. But it looks like the direction a lot more forces are going to are like up armored, smaller, like the JTV, the Joint Tactical Vehicle, or MATV type setups where you've got, you know, 4 wheels, a lot of torque, a lot of power, and that V-shaped hull surrounded by armor. Sort of like an extremely lightweight tank.
a Fast and Furious movie.
I guess that's kind of what that is, but modern armor should be a little bit heavier. You can see the Russians, their answer to the MRAP is sort of like smaller, but conceptually very similar.
Oh my, what is happening?
You just fucking sandwiched that guy.
Between 2 cars. I want to know what happened before that, though,
The
Bob.
fucking Cybertruck, bro. First the
The Cybertruck, poor Elon.
What the
Need to spend a little less time on Twitter.
hell happened before that?
gotta go
want to
play
know what demonic possessed sorcery was coming at me with that vehicle.
Oh, there's an enemy one. Yo,
I'm gonna
fire.
ram him. Oh, whoa.
Flipped it! There's an enemy vehicle behind you, Badger!
I'm gonna flip his ass.
You don't want to
That
be
does not
safe.
work that way. I got C5. I got C5.
C5.
I'm in it. Yeah, got his ass.
Okay, that's a nice touch. You see how they have the backpack strapped to the outside? That's a really common move from like the Chechnya era. Real common among actually like Soviet troops to hook or strap their backpacks to the outside of an armored vehicle so that the most important thing, the actual troops themselves, could sit inside.
Combination of its zippy acceleration and bottom-heavy center of gravity means it's got incredible handling and automatically lands the sickest stunts. It's like Battlefield's answer to the Warthog.
Eastbound and down. We're gonna do what they say can't be done.
We got a long way to go.
And a short time to get there.
Are they drunk?
Tommy's bell. Watch it. Here we go.
Why do you get so aggressive?
How did you just do that?
So sick, 360.
He turned 360 degrees and walked away.
Smooth. flawless barrel roll.
Now the doors are open.
Oh my god! That man is so gone.
Demolition Derby isn't limited to the lap V either, because you can drop the L and whip something a little smaller and cheaper with the ATV.
Oh, this dude's getting it.
Oh god.
Oh my god! I hit him!
In the kill feed, it says the Polaris Sportsman, bro.
Polaris Sportsman. Dude, I love it.
Like, it's branded. They have a marketing deal with Polaris.
Oh my god, they paid for the licenses just so I could break that guy's jaw with an ATV straight out of your back.
Oh my god.
That death sound was just too good. I think I got one-tapped by a DMR. And he just went...
Or you could go a little bigger and a little more expensive, whipping an F-35 that costs $80 million and smashing it into anything you want. You can call it the world's most advanced fighter jet that barely works, by the way. You could say...
Yeah, the F-35 is a real POS. And America, actually, in terms of tactical fighters, is a little bit screwed. Because we were really counting on the F-35, like, replacing all fighters in our arsenal. And the fact that it sucks is, like, actually like a national security crisis. Because you have to think, China, Russia, they are developing their own next generation fighter jets, right? 5th gen fighters. But unlike the US, right, they're not trying to build one fighter that can do everything. They have the common sense to say, we're going to build a great interceptor, a great air superiority fighter, a great deep strike fighter. You know, they're not committed to this one size fits all BS. That's, you know, we're like, oh, let's build an interceptor that also has VTOL. Like, what? Why would you think it's like building a Swiss Army knife and being shocked that it gets outperformed by a K-bar or a chef's knife? It's like you can't design a Swiss Army knife to also be a high-end chef's knife. You just can't do it. If you want something that performs really well in a specialized role, you have to build it purpose-built for that role. But, you know, the important thing is Lockheed and Boeing got paid.
I'm wasting taxpayer dollars all you want, but it's entirely made from materials that came from the Earth, which basically makes it a technologically advanced rock. And rocks are meant to be thrown, so shut up.
Yeah, he wants to see an F-35 go out of research and development.
What about R&D?
Well, it's about to hit the final testing stage. Oh my god! Yo!
F-35E Panther, yeah. Like, there's going to be an F-35 that works.
I pinned that man to a ventilation system.
Imagine trying to explain to the Pentagon that you bailed out of an $80 million aircraft just so you could knock some shitter into a ventilation shaft. It'd be like trying to explain SoundCloud rappers to your grandmother.
It's like how if you were to show 100 gex to like an 1100 AD peasant, they would just die.
100 gex?
I think you're finally getting how brain dead I am and how little it takes for me to adore a game. Give me basically anything that I can smash into someone and I'll fall in love, no matter if it's a fighter jet or that TV from third period English with the big ass straps.
The TV with the straps on the side to keep it from falling off the cart.
I was in 5th grade and like they rolled a TV in without those straps and that bitch fell on a kid.
He died. He literally died.
TV tipped forward off of the fucking cart and landed on this kid.
How do you fail a quick time event in elementary school? Jesus Christ. Your reflexes are never better in your entire life.
And if you'll allow me an honorable mention, the Glock is cash money. The amount of bullets you can spam out of this thing in a tight group with a quick trigger finger is insane.
E2's weapon names.
Yo, the Glock is nutty. You can just fire out so many.
Yeah, you ever seen those modified full auto Glocks? Not on YouTube, you better haven't. But they, yeah, they're pretty sick. The Glock just like does not jam. Doesn't matter how fast you fire it.
Bullets so quickly.
Telling you.
Fast as you can click. Well, use your burst fire. Use your burst fire.
I will not do that. I will not do that, Challenger. I refuse.
I know 9mm is sacrilegious in some of your households. I know shooting anything less than God's caliber of 45 ACP is a fate worse than death.
It'll turn you into a liberal.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna Tell you guys like it is. Stopping power is a dumb myth. The force of the bullet hitting someone is no greater than the force of the gun kicking back into your hand, right? It's a lot of force compacted into a bullet, into a little package that goes fast. The bullet's success is through penetration and damaging as it penetrates. That's it. Pen is what matters, period. The stopping power is a myth that people came up with in the 80s before there was any set ballistic science, when it was like theoretical, right? Before we had ballistic gels, high-speed cameras, and a really good modeling of bullet trajectories. That's it. Guess what? Getting shot with a 22, just as lethal as getting shot with a 45. And a 45 is just more expensive. It exists to sell. They want to sell bullets and they want to sell guns. That's it. More expensive bullets, more higher profit margins. That's it.
And I know Glock usually springs up in the news as the weapon of choice for every rapper turned murderer.
Do not free TK. TK killed someone in a Chick-fil-A parking lot. Shut the fuck up. Do not free
my
TK.
bro.
He ain't do nothing wrong.
He could have done it anywhere else. Chick-fil-A is sacred.
Yeah, it is.
But as a law-abiding Glock owner myself that will
Oh, God.
use any dipshit excuse to weave it into a video so I can expense the ammo and get a huge tax savings, there's nothing more
Wow, he's completely correct, by the way. I need to learn how he's doing this. I need to pay attention carefully.
reliable at teleporting a shit ton of bullets from here to there. No matter if you're shooting at the world's deadliest operators or some old grandma that has no place on the battlefield.
Come at me, I got my Glock. Come at me. I got my Glock. Come at me. Yeah, how does that Glock feel, Grandma?
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the parachutes, because the downside is they're
So, this is the quandary he's in. YouTube won't let you show a firearm outside of a range. And all I've seen is him not at a range. Maybe he mo-capped himself shooting and that's his, like, thing.
glitchy as shit and oftentimes don't retract correctly.
I know there's a bad guy below here because I can see his parachute through the floor. I'm going to get that asshole. Is he down there?
He's
He
running
is.
from you.
Oh, I got him.
you bitch.
I had to steal it.
But the upside is that you have an unlimited number, so you can repeatedly cut your shoot and redeploy it while falling, and if you time it right, you can basically skip the animation altogether and land like a fucking superhero, even from the map's skybox.
I don't like playing in this
Flying
jet.
planes.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Jets are actually awful because one of their equipment is fucking.
Look at him. Oh, I landed that. I stuck the landing. Did you see that?
See how high the skybox goes.
More sick Euro beats as you fall to your death. If you gotta go out big.
Oh,
So realistic.
I pulled my chute as my feet touched the ground, and I just Spider-Man that shit. Holy God.
Oh, I love it when that happens.
I'd like to give a shout out to all you Twitch viewers out there. Recording this shit live was an absolute riot, both before and after my computer exploded.
Loudly slurps Coors Light, audibly smacks lips, points at random child, liberal, guttural belching. Oh my God. The four horsemen of the apocalypse right there. Yo, Sloppy Dad, thanks for the thanks for the thanks for the gifted subs. Wait a second. C4, C5. All right. C5 putting in work.
You just gonna fucking quad with that?
I guess so. I got a lot of kills. I wasn't counting. I was counting them damn subs in my kill feed. Straight dollars in my bank. Should that be my title for this video, Han? Badger getting force-fed money and slapping Xbox shitters. Yes, we are like bacteria. I did not call you bacteria, Xbox players. I called you shitters. That's different.
And I wanted to clarify that Skulker is a real person. A bunch of you have recently theorized that he's an AI or a machine learning algorithm that we created, and that's false. He may use a soundboard, but that does not make him a machine.
I love this conspiracy theory.
He is most definitely a meat-based human life form.
Speaking of that,
You know, the more he says it, the less I believe him, actually.
I'm gonna walk through the soundboard. We gotta figure out what I want to get rid of here. So just give me a second.
Hit all of them at the same time.
Hello, Mario.
Squid Game viewers, when the game rule is to shut the fuck up.
Squid Game viewers never tell someone to watch the show challenge. Everyone gets fucking shot.
And in closing, with the amount of fun that I had in this beta of one game mode on one map, I am so excited for the full release of the game. Especially all that Bad Company 2 shit they're putting in, I am so excited. 2042 truly is just Battlefield on 10 perk, and it's pretty jank, it's pretty broken, but I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be a blast.
Oh
Really
damn,
not
we got a
give you
pilot. We got a couple dudes in the front seat. Yo, you're just on 10 perk on the left side.
What is 10 perk? Dude, I have been left behind by the cool kid talk. It's left me behind. I don't know how they speak anymore. What is a 10 perk? If I said, is it asking for drugs? Because my generation, if you say 10 perk, it means that you're asking for 10 Percocets. And that'll get you put in jail.
Of my mind right now.
You know what the vibes.
Go to vibes, bro.
Oh my god, this old lady's off 10 perk on my right side. What? God, what is this old lady doing? Yo, he's still on 10 perk right here. He remains unbothered.
And that's about it. That's all that I have to say right now. I'm sure it's really weird to watch a video on the beta now that the full game has already been out for like a week.
Whew, okay, guys. Wow, this... okay, should I play Battlefield 2042 on stream? I know I talk a lot about it. I really want to get streaming after the new year, hashtag new me. Streaming is going to be my jam. There's still lots of videos, but you will be able to join me on maybe Twitch, maybe on YouTube, we'll see. But you will be able to join me. And anyway, that's all I had, guys. Thanks so much for joining me on this look into Russian Badger's feelings about 2042. And until next time, man, see you guys later.